Hi, and welcome to the Alternate History Track's Splendid Teapot Race 2020 at Virtual Dragon Con. This isn't the typical Splendid Teapot Race that we normally do. We normally do it at Dragon Con in person, right after the parade on Saturdays. But this particular race was for the Sprayberry STEM team who participated in our How to Make a Teapot Racer panel. If you want to see that panel, you can head over to our social media channels and find a rebroadcast or find it on YouTube. If you're looking for more from the alternate and historical fiction track, you can find that at alternatehistory.dragoncon.org. Enjoy our race. Welcome to 2020 Virtual Dragon Con. Thank you all for participating. A round of applause to you guys.
Yay, woo!
So this year we're going to do a socially distanced teapot race. And you guys all built your teapot racers in the last week or so. But let me tell you all the rules. It's a brief. Okay. So, rule number one. This game came over in the early 2000-ish from New Zealand. And one of the unofficial rules of teapot racing... Hey, Sean, can I take this off?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I couldn't shout loud enough. Okay. One of the unofficial rules of teapot racing is that you can cheat. So, I'm going to tell you that first because it's the most important thing to keep in mind as I tell you all of our official rules. So officially, you have to have a teapot racer that touches the ground and includes a teapot. So every teapot racer must have wheels and have a teapot. I've seen all of y'all so far. They qualify. However, your job is to convince the judges that your teapot racer is not only including the two things that we asked for, but the best teapot racer ever. So you are going to have a 1-minute period to introduce yourself to your two judges and introduce your racer. And that minute you can say anything you want as long as you tell the world and your judges how fantastic and awesome you and your racer is. Rule number 2, you are allowed to bribe the judge. So there is no one in this building that is more important, more omnipotent than our judges. They make no mistakes. Nothing they say can be questioned.
It's true.
And it's very true. However, you can sway the judges with sacrifices, with gifts, with small things that you were completely aware of that you will never see again. Once it's in the judge's hands, it's theirs forever. So do not give them money if you don't plan to have it back. Do not give them children. They will not return them. And do not give them puppies or kittens. We have no place to take care of them. You must take them with you. So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3, we actually built you guys the largest race course that I've ever managed to make for the Splendid Teapot Race. So congratulations. Because of that, I'm going to give you guys an extra minute to complete the course. Normally we give you 3, but normally I put you on a stage in front of a couple of thousand people, and it's only so long and so wide. We've got you out in the Great Wild West out there, so you'll get 4 minutes to complete your race. This means you have 4 minutes to go through all of your obstacles. You have 4 minutes to get from the starting point to the finish line. However you get from the starting point to the finish line is between you and the judges. So, having said that, you are allowed to enter the race course. You're allowed to actually stand anywhere inside the blue taped space. If you go on the other side of the tape, that's technically a street. And we did not ask permission from the city of Marietta, so if you go play out in the street, there may be consequences. Stay on our side of the tape, please. So you can step anywhere you need to inside the course. You are allowed to touch your teapot racer to do whatever you might need to do. However, it is up to the judges on whether they will take points away from you or not. So if you're having trouble with an obstacle and you need to assist your teapot, you may do so. If you can do so sneakily, then you get extra points because, again, you're allowed to cheat. In fact, it's pretty much encouraged. Our obstacles this year include a Solom course with teacups. Don't worry, they are not my finest china. In fact, they came from Goodwill. So anything broken is broken. However, that may cost you a point. So ideally, you don't want to break all of the things. But if you do, that could be your strategy. There is the Ramp of Doom, which has been notoriously hard. We didn't put a back on it, so your racer can go off the back. We didn't put a front on it, so your racer can fall off the front. And at no point did I measure or use any sort of physics-related calculations, so it may be just virtually impossible to get around. We have our split ramp. The legs are wobbly. It might fall down. So that's going to be its own excitement. And then we end with the tunnel. Technically, there is a front and a back to the tunnel, but we didn't put any sides on there, so however you go through the tunnel is your own business. Again, between you guys and the judges. So those are all of the official rules of teapot racing. You have to introduce yourself, you have to impress the judges, nobody gets to argue with the judges, and whatever you do to finish the course, as long as you can do it in 4 minutes, you're good. So that is everything. The next thing that we need to do, and I would prefer to do it in the air conditioning, is introduce ourselves. So this will be your 1 minute introduction. I'm going to give everyone a second to get in place, to get ready, and then we will use my very scientific method of drawing sticks out of a bag to determine who goes first. Because we're very classy and we're very good at these things. So these are in numerical order, but you may not get them in a numerical order. Obviously one of them is already a 1. I have to make that harder to find by flipping it over. So if a racer will approach me, please, and draw a stick. My last racer.
Number 1.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is your 5-minute window. Get yourself settled, check your batteries, check your racer, and then we are going to do introductions. I do want to let you guys know, because you always want benevolent judges. They are godlike.
It's full of, so I could think of like imagination and dreams. So I'm like, why not? All of us have like an inner child. So there's a windmill, there's some like toys on here, butterflies, hearts, pinwheels, flowers. There's a little teacup right there. And then it's kind of like, I was trying to make it be like a dream. So I was trying to make it look like it's floating on the cloud.
My name is Michael Scott. This is the office, the best place on planet Earth. And if you don't know what the office is, then what are you doing with your life? I mean, and this here is Dwight Shrew, my loyal, trusted ally, assistant to the regional manager. And he is going to be here, always watching you. But don't worry, he's not dangerous, not nearly as dangerous as Creed. So be wary about the score you give us because he will come find you. He does watch people, and I think he has murdered some. Maybe many. But I hope you enjoy your lovely time at the office, the greatest place on earth. Here we have the logo, and clearly states the office, done in Mifflin. And honestly, I just think you'll really like the paper business here. By the way, this is our 40-pound letter cardstock. So it's the best. And thank you for looking at my racer. Hope you have a lovely, paperful day.
Fantastic.
And my name is Rachel, and we are the Portal Team. For bribes, we have this thing. It's a highlighter. We have a highlighter, a $5 coupon, a Postmates, and your popsicle stick. Obviously, we are, in fact, the best team since we have a painted controller, and we incorporated the teapot set into our controller. We have bejeweled wheels. Very nice, very pretty. We are also dressed the best, obviously, because we obviously have a higher sense of fashion. So we are obviously the best team.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Aaron from the Fire Nation. This is the war balloon that we have made especially for you, the Tribe of the North. We bring you 2 gold pieces in memory of this occasion. As you can see, our balloon filled to the brim with hot air from our firebending wizards. Here, our engine block to produce the heat to rise up the balloon. Swift propellers to outrun any airbender that crosses your path. Our hull, impenetrable to any earth or water attack. I hope you bring us great prosperity and great valuable ally.
Okay, so for all of our weapons, you will build the open view of the safe
Safe zone's over there with the walker.
Okay, so we're going to count them down. They're going to get to go in You still have almost 3 whole minutes if you want to do the course all over again.
Yeah, we'll just do it again.
Okay. You've got the round off. You are allowed to take your slide by crossing the tape. It is not recommended by management. The fates are so kind to this racer. It has tipped him so many times. All she has to do is go to the
Yeah. Aw.
Hold For our best personality racer, Jason and Rachel with your portal. Congratulations. And you guys, thank you so much. For our most creative racer, we have Michael Scott with the office. There you go. Okay, audience. The judges have asked for you guys to confirm with them. So, Aaron with his word balloon had the best run, and Lena with the Neverland had the best all around. So, audience, let me know by sound of applause. Rachel, you can join as well. What do we think about for the word balloon? And for Neverland. All right. Well, it sounded to me like Neverland was the crowd favorite. So congratulations, Neverland. You get our crowd favorite prize. For our best run, there we go. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys will get to take home to share in joint custody the Dragon Con official trophy. But before we go anywhere, I do need my top 2 racers to pose with the slightly stolen from my landlord golf trophy. And we're going to grab a picture of the 2 of you guys with this and then all of our racers. So please take that and be careful because I can do it.
I'm the other co-winner of the teapot race. What am I supposed to say?
How'd you like it? How did it go?
It was so fun. Like, it was fun to decorate rather than staying up 2 a.m. doing that last night. I painted because I ran out of ideas. Paper mache. Just wore it as a hat. And I just got fun ideas, like saying, like, this is for boba tea. Why not make it into a teapot? And I'm like, and then I watched anime while doing it. And then I'm like, oh well, let's incorporate anime into it.
Would you do it again?
Heck yeah. If I knew about it before, I would have signed up.
All right, so I am the co-winner of this year's teacup race with my car, the Fire Nation War Balloon. Fastest time for the race. Fortunately, I didn't win participation, but still feels good to win, though. Feels excellent.
And would you do this again?
Yes. Yes.
Would you do anything differently?
I'm not really sure. I don't think so, actually. I think it's pretty perfect as it is.
Hi, I'm Rachel,
Hi, my name is Jason.
and we did the teacup race this year. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and it was like really fun, like building the car and thinking about different ideas.
It was fun, and I would do it again.
Yeah, we would most definitely do it again, especially because my birthdays are right around near Dragon Con, and I like love to go to the parade every year, so I kind of like actually want to go and do stuff like this. So it's really fun. So it's really enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm Alyssa, also known as Michael Scott. I did not win this. So sad, I know. Creed's gonna come at y'all. But I am happy to have participated. This was a lot of work, actually, and my dog really did ruin it. And the painting job took me forever, and I wish I would have done things differently, honestly, because it doesn't look as good as I thought it would. But I'd love to do this again and show y'all up. My theme will still be The Office, because, like, go The Office, best show ever. And, yeah, I hope you have a paperful day.
Hi! Thank you for joining the alternate history at Virtual Dragon Con 2020 and our panel, How to Make a Teapot Racer. We would like to thank our partners, the Makerstation at Marietta and the Sprayberry STEM team. They were invaluable for helping us produce this. So you guys know, the expectation for this panel wasn't for the Sprayberry STEM team to walk you through the many ways that you can make a teapot racer, but to actually show you 4 competitors start off with a basic kit and then develop their own teapot racer that we will actually race at our 2020 Virtual Dragon Con Splendid Teapot Race mini derby for Sprayberry STEM.
So what they got was a super basic race car, and just an RC car that's remote controlled, and a tea set from the dollar store. These supplies are pretty standard. I would recommend, as a organizer and longtime judge of teapot racing, that the more that you invest in your RC car, the better your race experience will be. But the teapot doesn't really matter. You can use a nice one, you can use a plastic one, you can use anything as long as it's clearly teapot shaped. As for the RC car, again, what you get depends entirely on your budget, but it also depends on how much you're willing to work with the car. So if you buy an inexpensive car but you practice with it a lot and you get very comfortable with the controls, you will have just as great of a race experience as somebody who might have spent a lot of money on an expensive car or built their own from scratch. Our contestants worked with what I provided, and the goal was to make unique and raceable teapot racers. So please enjoy our panel and watching what our 4 contestants did.